Today, we got some interesting news about Samsung's upcoming One UI 8 and its development progress. If you've been following Samsung's software updates, you might have noticed that One UI 8 seems to be progressing a lot faster than One UI 7. Let's dive into the details and see what's going on. One UI 8 development, faster than One UI 7. It looks like Samsung is speeding up the development of One UI 8, and we're already seeing some signs that the Galaxy S25 is going to be one of the first devices to feature this new software. The Galaxy S25 has recently appeared in the Geekbench benchmark database running Android 16, One UI 8.0. This is actually the second sighting of the Galaxy S25 Ultra's Android 16 firmware, which was previously found on Samsung servers. And now, the base Galaxy S25 model has been spotted with a newer version of the firmware, which suggests that the development of One UI 8 is moving at a faster pace than we've seen before. For comparison, last year, the first Android 15 firmware for the Galaxy S24 series showed up around May and July, with benchmarks appearing later on. The fact that One UI 8 is already popping up in benchmarks this early suggests that its official release could be sooner than One UI 7. Why One UI 8 could arrive sooner? So why is One UI 8 arriving ahead of schedule? Well, there are a few reasons behind this faster pace. First of all, Samsung has said that One UI 7 required a lot of planning and testing due to the major changes it introduced. On the other hand, One UI 8 is expected to be a smaller update with fewer major changes, which means a quicker development cycle. Another factor that's speeding things up is Google's new development approach. Google plans to finalize Android 16 in June this year, which is earlier than usual. Typically, Android releases are finalized around August or September. This could give Samsung a head start in rolling out One UI 8. However, it's still a bit early to make any solid predictions. While June is just around the corner, we're still waiting for One UI 7 to begin its official rollout, and that's the version most users will be receiving soon. That's all for today's update. What do you think about One UI 8 arriving faster than expected? Are you excited to see what's new with the Galaxy S25? Let us know in the comments below. If you're using the Galaxy S23 and are on the One UI 7 Beta 2, there's a new issue that's been making the rounds, specifically when using Gemini's live feature. So let's break down what's going on and what you need to know. On Wednesday, Samsung released the second beta version of One UI 7.0 for the Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, and S23 Ultra, packed with new features and improvements, including the ability to summon Google Gemini using the power/side button. It's a handy feature, but unfortunately, it also introduced a pretty annoying bug. The problem happens when you're using Gemini Live on your phone. If you go from Gemini Live to the home screen, One UI Home crashes. Yup, that's right. One UI Home stops responding, and you get a message saying the system UI has stopped responding. You then have the option to force close it. Once you do that, the launcher reloads and everything goes back to normal, but it's definitely frustrating if it happens frequently. Stay Fabulous on X, formerly Twitter, posted a video showing this issue in action. They demonstrated that when switching to the home screen after using Gemini Live, the stock launcher crashes and the system stops responding. A lot of other users have chimed in, saying they're facing the same issue, and we even replicated the problem on our own Galaxy S23. Here's what happened when we tried it. We closed all apps, launched Gemini, went into live mode, and then hit the home button. Initially, everything seemed fine, but when we clicked on the calculator app on the home screen, the navigation buttons went gray, and tapping them gave us the system UI isn't responding message. The only fix was to force close the launcher. Now it's important to note that this issue doesn't happen when you're using Gemini without live mode, so if you're just using the regular Gemini features, you should be fine. We're hoping that Samsung is aware of this issue and is working on a fix, especially since it seems to be impacting quite a few users. If you're on One UI 7 Beta 2, you might want to keep an eye out for any updates to fix this bug. That's all for today. Are you experiencing this issue with Gemini Live on your Galaxy S23? Let us know in the comments below.